morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I'm standing in front of a, I don't know, 20-foot aluminum shark, which can only mean one thing. We're at Bashy headquarters. Let's go inside and check out all the crazy stuff you guys going on for the legacy. And we're officially inside of Bashy headquarters. Bashy is nowhere to be found, but I see a bunch of cool stuff for the legacy. But Lori's actually on her way here, so we're gonna go find Bashy and do a couple other things before we check out all the cool stuff. There he is now. What's up, dude?
Where you been?
I don't know, but it's where we're at now, and we're at Bashy headquarters. Nice to see you. What do we got today?
Detroit Reef Club, a livestock company, opened up about a year and a half ago. We'll do that. We'll do some running through legacy stuff and all that stuff.
Let's go check it out.
All live coral, all saltwater based. Pretty much wanted to open up this company because nothing like this in Michigan really has never existed. Almost like what I would want as a customer. Kind of created it several years ago. Partnered up with my buddy Zach. We're open 3 days a week.
Dude, this is insane. It just keeps looking crazier and crazier.
I mean, we're still new, so we're still growing it. We're still making mistakes like every company. We're gonna get better. We're gonna dominate this field in Michigan. It's just offering something to the community, finally, that's just never been done.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How are you? He's always doing something important, I tell you that.
What's he doing right now?
Something important. My partner Zach.
Nice to see you, bro. How are you?
Hello.
I told you not to bring her.
You can't get away from me.
Finally.
Selection of what's coming.
I think after about, 10 years, I feel like it's felt that
Yeah, right.
some of the aquarium exhibits are finally going to make their way over to Legacy this week.
This is actually cool. So now I can kind of place the stands.
You've seen the
Yes,
stands,
I've
yeah,
seen the
right,
stands
right.
for so long, and I'm
Right.
like, what is this? Triangle tank.
Right.
Oh, corner tank.
Yeah, the stands have been there for like 6 months. Tanks go with these at all?
Okay, and I was trying to figure that out too. Each zigzag is all connected, right?
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
okay. Because I didn't know if it was
So it's like,
you know, separate.
It's gonna look like one long zigzag, but it's actually 3 separate
Yes,
tanks with
okay.
3 separate filter systems. But when it's all together, it's gonna be just one exhibit.
It'll look like one, yeah. That's a lot of space too for those fish to have to go. Like this is, yeah, that area is clean. We
Right.
actually put those stands
Yeah.
there, and these can actually go there
Right.
because it is just free.
Can you believe it?
No,
We're not covered
I
in
still
an inch of
can't.
concrete
Yes.
dust everywhere we
This
land.
is amazing.
I think you're seeing a lot of aquatic stuff happen over there. Unfortunately, you're gonna see a little bit more of me over there as well. Plumbing, moving stuff around.
That's a good sign,
Slapping
though.
people.
That's a good sign because more of you
No,
means
I'm geek.
closer to open.
Right.
So.
No, I'm real excited. There's just different filter systems. I'm not sure
So you-
exactly which
okay,
ones, but
you're
these are
not
actually
sure.
made specific for these systems. We have some more on tables over here.
Okay.
Some stuff is standard stuff. Some stuff was completely custom made for it exactly.
So is it too late for me to put in custom orders because I'd like a different colorway?
You can do it. We can do it. What color do you want? You tell me. We'll make it happen.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to really think about this.
So we did some orange. So I did some
This is so
special
cool.
colors
See?
just
Look at
for
this
it.
zigzag. Yeah.
Keep your hands off this.
You touched it. Oh, okay. So honestly, I feel like I'm in a candy store.
Blueberry, orange sickle,
Strawberry,
cherry, and, yeah.
cherry.
Green apple.
So this is actually kind of a new product we haven't even released yet. It's called Biospace. Some of is the first time it's ever been in existence, orange and green. We'll be using it at Legacy. We got
Cool.
piles and piles of it stashed away.
This is awesome.
So
Do you still have those piles somewhere?
oh, yeah, you'll see it.
This Biomedia is everywhere around his shop. Here's a pile of a few right here. A bunch more back there, and even some more back over there. Holy bejesus, look at all that Biomedia. And just so you guys know, Bashy doesn't just work on acrylic. His team at Blue Grizzly, right back here, actually welded the entire frame for the shark tank. Not only that, they also did a bunch of other tank stands. So all like the powder-coated matte black tank stands all came from Bashy headquarters over at Blue Grizzly. So we appreciate them. They have crushed so much of this project. We definitely couldn't do Legacy without them.
These are actually the filters for the glowfish tank.
This
So
reminds me, yeah, because we did the green
we're
for the
doing
gator
green.
tank.
Oh yeah, I did green. That's right,
At
right.
the Reptarium.
A lot of stuff on this table is all gonna head to Legacy.
Look at that. Oh
finally.
yeah, look at Legacy.
There it is. Did I spell it right?
No, you didn't.
That's my
Can
problem,
we redo
isn't
that?
it?
This is very cool. Really weird too because like I wasn't expecting fish in with all the live rock.
They're kind of workers on our coral farm.
What kind is this one right here?
That's actually a koi tang. Steve has been taking care of that for a very long time.
I thought it looked like a tang, but it's black.
That
So of
came
course
from-
that's
A
Steve's
Bashy,
fish.
a Bashy tank.
That came from Nordstrom's at the Somerset Mall, actually. Steve had it taken care of there until they shut down their tank during COVID. It's in. So
He's so cool. I love
that's
it.
probably the one fish not for sale here, but
Look at how bashy that is.
he's gotten in probably 6 koi tanks since then, but nothing compares to that one.
The sail, it's a sailfin tang?
That's a Desjardins sailfin, so specifically a sailfin tank from the Red Sea. This one actually, I don't know that it came from them because this one's been in captivity for about 12 years. So I certainly can't source it back that far. Terrorizing all his tank mates in I believe 110 gallon. And when he got here, he's been just super nice. So sometimes that's how they tell you they need a bigger space.
And if you guys want to learn like tons of cool stuff like this, they actually do a Facebook Live every
Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Go right to Detroit Reef Club Facebook to sign on, and it stays live for the next 24, 48 hours.
They show off some of the livestock. They'll give you some educational tips. I mean, if you're getting into this world, definitely got to check out their live stream. And guys, not only is this a super dope place to come grab all your coral and fish and stuff, but the Detroit Reef Club is also always doing crazy events. In fact, we actually did one the other day. Yeah, glow painting, how crazy is that? So make sure you stay tuned, check out the website and all that to find details for when the next one is. Maybe we'll see you there.
Frog spawn, this was actually wild collected. Some of our stuff is maricultured. This was a wild collected piece. We can actually see the stamp from Golden Marindo right here. One of the most responsible, awesome supplier. We love getting coral from them.
Oh, that is so
That is
cool.
so cool.
Isn't it wild to think that that's an animal, not a plant?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's actually a living thing. That's so crazy.
The mushrooms of underwater.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of it, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, what
What
brain
is
is
that?
This is a Cynaria that we thought was two, but actually is just one folding in on himself. This is all tissue. That's the skeletal structure. So if I annoyed him enough, he'd suck himself all the way up and he'd be about that big.
Really?
Pretty happy, so it'd take a lot of stress to get him down that far. But you can actually see through to his bones inside. See the cross sections of the, it's like a radius bone almost like. And sometimes at night they close up and you can see the bones sticking through and they're fine. That's
So
part of their process
insane.
going in and out.
I had no idea.
And you can feed this like a little shop horse. So I could put a piece of shrimp in here and it would just,
Really?
and it'd take about 10 minutes. We'd have to do a little time lapse, but it would open itself up and then close all over it and just
my
swallow
gosh.
it basically.
We have to do that one day for sure.
Oh,
How
yeah.
cool would that be?
And those are just two examples. I mean, each tank is like filled with all kinds of cool coral.
Rock down here, but that's just a rock he attached to. If this were to die or disappear, you know, fade away, nothing would be left. There would be, it's all soft tissue. These are the easiest. If things get bad in the tank, they just close up and they can kind of hibernate and wait for you to fix your tank. They're the most forgiving. It's where we kind of start people off. LPS is the next, that big fluffy one. Little skeletal structure and a ton of mass. They're usually people's favorite. They're not that much harder than soft corals, but the difference is when things go wrong, a couple hours, even a moment with the wrong parameters, they could die. Kind of the whole colony just disappears all at once. One undissolved salt particle lands on the face of this, didn't mix your water well enough, the whole thing can be nuked. So like sometimes we'll have a coral that's alive, but all of its zooaxials die off, and then it's like you gotta kind of coax them back to life because it's starving, it can't process photosynthesis. And at each different color, like
Yeah, we have a lot to learn.
as this one,
I'd say way more than I knew.
look at all the crazy colors on here. Each one of those different colors is a different species of zooaxial bacteria living in the flesh. And when we first got it in, there was maybe 2 or 3 of those. The longer we keep it, it's like putting on different layers of makeup or getting more, you know, you're taking better care of yourself, more beautiful over time. So with a lot of them, it's just like the longer we hold on to them, the prettier they get.
And although it may seem like daunting because there's so much stuff that we don't know, it's honestly super exciting. It's one of those things that like all of us have worked with reptiles for a long time, whether at the shop or even at home. Everything's a new thing we get to figure out. So I'm excited. I know Lori is, and it's just cool to like have a whole world unbounded by knowledge. You don't know anything, so there's only up to go.
This is so cool. So we were just looking at all the pieces to this back with Steve, but look at, you can actually see this in motion. All those little, what do we call them?
Biomedia.
Biomedia in there, swirling around. It's gonna be all over the aquarium, from the giant shark one to even some of the smaller ones. You're gonna have windows, you're gonna get to see this. This is gonna be so cool. And that's what's so fun about Steve, is he's all about artistry, creativity. So doing the different things like this that you're not going to see in any other aquarium anywhere. It's a whole nother exhibit in and of itself, but how cool is this?
One, I think it is. This goes on the opposite other wall, which is like a small Caribbean octopus.
I
Real
want
small
my face
species.
on the back of this.
We're putting your face on the back of this.
Get
one.
the heck out of here.
Did
That's
I-
what I was just gonna say.
I just said that.
You don't see me one day, I'm by this
There he
tank.
is.
It's all I know, dude. It's
Yeah,
so
man.
sick. I just love octopus. This is gonna be so cool. So cool.
Yeah, you're taking something that nobody would really look at and now making it a showpiece to where that, you know, even though it's doing a job,
it's my favorite part, the hot rod. Everybody wants to see the engine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
so
normally
this is the engine, and I want it to look sweet. Nobody ever did anything like that. It's all cleared.
We know how that goes back in the day with doing the trade shows.
Right.
We were one of the first people to come up with the displays and make the big,
Probably
you know,
looks sweet
whatever.
as hell.
Yeah, and everybody was like, holy crap. And then next thing you know, more and
Everybody
more people
steps
did
up
it.
the game.
And it's like, it's a two thing. Like, hey, you're taking my thunder, but on the flip side, like,
It's
hey,
a compliment.
it's
though.
exactly
It really
because
is.
they're
Like, oh, you did the
copying
right
you.
thing.
I say
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah.
instead of like following trends, I think we start them.
That's why Bashy's such like a perfect fit for the legacy. It's like Lori, Brian, and Bashy have always been kind of about the same things, being cutting edge and attention to detail. So he's a silly, crazy guy, and I love him so much. But he is a pro when it comes to decision making, fine details, making things look just way crazier than you could ever imagine. So we're so lucky to have Bashy on our team.
At least get it on film. It's just so cool.
Oh, and you could see everything through. Wow.
Now, is that?
I don't know exactly, but I know it's going to Legacy.
Okay.
Because it's just so sweet. It's a master series, so these are all completely one-off. Every single one made is custom from scratch.
But a customer could buy something like this if they had the funds for it, and you would
we've
custom
done
make it for
Yeah,
them.
we've shipped these to Saudi Arabia, like literally all over the place. You can't even buy this shade of gray as standard acrylic. It's only like dove
you
gray.
made it.
It's literally custom made. But I have to buy it. So they actually call it Bash Gray.
They do not.
I swear to God. Because I wanted it to match.
I love him.
To buy the entire run of it.
So it'll never be made almost the same again, too,
It's
right?
tricky because I've had another run made and it's always a little bit different because it's like
It's like
gray
matte
stuff.
black.
It's just like paint.
Gray
like
paint is
mixing it
impossible.
up, yeah.
Absolutely.
But the attention to detail of like the cutouts and
Yeah, I love the little peephole.
look it's like our slant tank.
I was literally just thinking this looks like our slant tank.
I mean, it almost looks
So,
exactly like it.
This is exciting, and I don't know, slant tank, it is going to be saltwater, right?
And there's
It's in
already
the
there's a
sun.
coral insert in the back of ours
That's
already
right.
to get all this live rock and all kinds of stuff.
Well, guess what? We know a guy.
We do. We sure do.
This is exciting. I'm never going to leave the aquarium. I'm going to literally live there because why would you leave when we're going to have all of this stuff here all the time? Not only the reptiles, but now all this fish stuff. I'm just going to be sleeping there. Look at the shrimps. They're
cute.
so cute. The little red stripes.
Oh my God, look at them go.
These are really cool. We're going to have something cool like that, I'm sure.
We have come so far in communication, importing, logistics. I started dabbling in the market again, buying from different importers, and it was really challenging to get the grade of stock we wanted in the health that we wanted. In a very small period of time, about a week and a half, the coral is being pulled from the ocean into tanks, then shipped to LA, then shipped again to your local fish store, sometimes not even unboxed in the process. They've made it really easy on themselves, but not a lot of thought going into the livestock, so we import very differently. All of our suppliers are set up overseas to have great holding facilities to bring things inland 30 days before we import usually. Everything's handled a little bit different. Tank conditioner, we make sure it's ready and happy in a tank, and then we do the import separately. And like I said, DOA doesn't change that much, but what's really changed is survival rates 1 to 4 months after the coral comes in. That's after you've already brought it home and you're sitting there going, why can't I keep elegance coral? And it's that compound stress coming out later. So husbandry first, coral first, facility. You met Nick on the way in. He is our lead Aquarius and staff marine biologist.
Oh, that's awesome.
He just spent the last year in Florida diving on the reefs, helping to attempt to save that situation down there, and that's a topic for another day, but really excited to be doing what we're doing here and be able to do it in a way where, again, it's all about the coral.
So what an awesome place to actually come and like pick out stuff, because not only is there crazy cool livestock, but the place just looks great, which is always a plus.
One of people's favorite things here, obviously there's a ton of coral. There's not a bunch of pricing written everywhere, so kind of got to look around and find those gems, but we do have 3 main tanks that we keep a little bit easier to traverse. We've got the $19 tank, 5 for $75, 10 they go down to, I think it's 10 for $125. This tank over here is a $39, 3 for $100. They go down at 6 quantity as well. And then the $59, 3 for $150 tank. A lot of new and exciting stuff put in there pretty much every week. We're cutting new stuff. We get a small cut of a $59 coral, so we sneak it into the $39 section. So the prices are awesome, but even on top of that, we do offer the club membership. It is $199 a year, but it's basically the Costco of reefing. This is our 900-gallon display tank. Just hung these brand new Reef Breeder Meridian lights. We're one of the only places in the country that currently have these. They're being released to the public hopefully by October. We've gotten to play with them a little bit, and I will tell you, you are going to want to keep your eyes on these lights. Better price point better spectrum than anything else we've ever seen. The par is outrageous. We're 1 week into really decorating this tank and putting
This looks
coral in
great.
it, and I can't wait. I
This
can't wait
looks
to
so
fill it.
good.
Wow. We're probably about 20% stocked on fish, so there's a lot to come.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.